let's not call Trump the predator. Let's call Trump the predator protector. We're trying to keep MAGA keeping the pressure.
I agree. MAGA has to keep the pressure.
So that's who we need to keep in mind.
I agree.
When we are working on our messaging. Welcome to a candid debate on the United Front show.
Oh, that's right, it is a debate.
we're going to go straight into this. We're talking about democratic messaging.
Yep.
How the left should be attacking Trump regarding Epstein.
Yes.
So I saw one of these airplanes, I saw a clip of one of these airplanes that has the banners on, the back of it, that was flying over the courthouse in Tallahassee where Ghislaine Maxwell was bargaining with Trump's personal lawyer. And it had this banner on the back, and the banner said, Trump and Bondi are protecting predators.
Trump and Bondi are protecting
predators. And I tweeted on Blue Sky about this.
Yeah, I can read it. I have it pulled up.
Yeah, sure. You can go ahead and read my tweet.
I'll read your tweet because it's short. I like this messaging best. It attacks Trump at his weakest point. MAGA wants Trump to reveal predators. This also has the benefit of preventing Ghislaine Maxwell from bargaining with the DOJ for a pardon in exchange for the exoneration of Trump. Very well said. And then the Bulwark, Lauren Egan, who just wrote an article for the Bulwark, what was the headline on that article for the Bulwark? Democrats' 2026 rallying cry is staring them in the face. So she agrees with the tack that I'm arguing, so I'll just make my brief argument. Rather than attacking Trump as the predator, I know he's a predator. Yeah. I know it. But who are we trying to convince here? Each other? It doesn't do us any good for us to all get in a room together and say, Trump is a predator. Yes, we know. All the people who know he is, we know he is. Mm-hmm. Who we're trying to inflame is MAGA. Yeah. So it does not do us, in my opinion, it doesn't do us any good to continue attacking Trump as a predator. We will get way more beneficial effect. We're going to get a way stronger attack line. Yeah. A way stronger attack result. We're going to be able to really inflict some damage on Trump by pushing the Trump is protecting and hiding the predators. Because we all want them to release everything. The whole list, yeah. I don't care if Bill Clinton gets arrested and goes to jail because of this. Personally drag his ass into a cell. Yes. I don't care. So I think that we will do way better if we abandon trying to pin Trump as being like the guy who did all the wrongdoing, but rather Trump is the guy. Look, it's very possible that there were worse predators than Trump. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if there is or isn't, but it's certainly possible. The secret trillionaires you don't know about? There were probably more people that went to Epstein's island than did Trump. Yeah. Right? Yes. Yeah, I'm sure. So I'm sure there are worse offenders if that's even a thing. If it matters at that point. Yeah, but even Trump himself is like, I don't know why everybody's looking at me. I mean, you should be looking at, Clinton. You should be looking at the hedge fund managers. And you should be looking at the Harvard president. That was a crazy clip. I saw that clip that came out. He called out a few specific people. Like, don't look at me, look at them. So, but we all know that Trump's name is everywhere in the Epstein files. Pam Bondi told Trump in May that your name is all over the place. And Trump said, well, then we can't release anything. Yeah. At this point, it feels like every day we're getting a new video of like, where the fuck did this video come from? So, another 90s party with Trump and Epstein. So my assertion, just to round it out and close it out, and I'll hand it off to you, is to say that that our best attack line at this point is to accuse Trump of protecting and hiding the predators, because then when he doesn't release anything meaningful relating to the Epstein, heavily redacted or whatever the hell it is. Right. Yeah. And moreover, if he pardons Maxwell, not only will he not have released any useful or usable information, he will not have arrested anybody, and then he pardons the only person that's actually serving time related to the whole Epstein ordeal. That would send MAGA into tailspin. Yeah, total. So if we want MAGA to hear us, if we want any few people that we can pick off,
because, you know, I mean, we're not going to get all of them, but there's a group of MAGA that are not happy about this.
Yeah.
So I say, let's not call Trump the predator. Let's call Trump the predator protector. That's my take with that.
That's far more expanded than your post.
Well,
understandably.
I mean, Blue Sky gives me 100 characters.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
I know.
I wrote something out on Blue Sky, by the way. Like, I'm typing this big long thing. I'm like, this is brilliant. Minus 185 characters. I'm like, oh, I gotta have to delete all.
Never mind.
Everything I just said.
Yeah, never mind. Right. So
what do you think about that?
That is a good idea. I think you can probably go even harder in the paint than that.
How?
But like in principle, that makes a ton of sense.
Okay.
Like, it does make a ton of sense. Like, it forces him into a corner to make a decision.
Right.
And it's, in his position, it's an impossible decision because he's implicated. So it is an impossible decision to put him in that. I agree.
I think it's his weakest point of attack regarding this.
Yeah.
Regarding this.
I think it's probably the easiest way to attack him on it, I think, also. So if you want to do the play it safe, if you, I don't know a better term for it, really, probably would be the easiest way to corner him. The simplest way.
So I thought this was going to be a debate, but rather I have swayed you.
Yeah.
Because you replied to my tweet.
I did.
Read the folks what you said.
So before we had this conversation, I'll read what I said. This is good messaging, but better messaging would be to pin Trump as a predator that he is and keep the pressure on him. He is too unstable and stupid to manage this successfully, which I still hold true to. Clearly, he's already cracking. So this is what we need to do. The war drums need to be going at all times of the day.
Relentlessly.
Day and night, day and night.
We agree with that.
Saying, I don't necessarily we have to say Trump is the predator. I don't really think that that's necessary. That makes a ton of sense. Like, rhetorically speaking, you can say he happens to be one of a group of the predators, and he happens to be the guy who's going to protect them. All of them. Because he's a part of it. So he's going to protect him and his friends, the predators, the little predator posse. He's going to protect all of them. So I think if you extend it to Trump, like, I think you have to lump Trump into the predator group. Not that you're saying you're not, but in the messaging, I think you have to be very clear. Like, it's the group of predators. It just happens to be that Trump is the one who has the power to make it go away.
I think it would be worse, in my opinion, it would be worse for Trump to protect child predators than to actually be a predator himself for his MAGA base.
No.
He said he can grab women by the you-know-what. He said he could shoot a person in the middle of Fifth Avenue and nothing would happen to him.
Do you remember how the Republican Party is pretty infamous at this point for being the pedocon party?
Yeah, they're more than famous. They're infamous.
Infamous, yeah. So there's, what's his name out of Florida? Oh my God, the guy who almost became AG.
Matt Gaetz?
Yeah, Matt Gaetz. God, I blanked on Matt Gaetz. Was elected, and it was still pretty popular with the base and important people. Right? It was pressure from the Democrats that made him not do that. Predator. In his own right. How many other politicians are just clearly predators? We know this to be true, and they don't care.
But that's the point I'm making, is that it doesn't do any good to call Trump the predator because Republicans don't care that he's a predator. What they do, MAGA doesn't care that he's a predator. MAGA has proven that they do care that he's protecting these elite, the predators. So that's where, that's why I say that's the attack line.
Yes. I don't even know if that's enough to...
I mean, if nobody's arrested at the end of this whole thing, a few months, 6 months, a year from now, if we don't get names of people that visited Epstein Island.
This only works if nothing comes out, I think. I think that messaging only works if they release here's your Epstein list and every line is redacted.
Yeah, well, right. So, but there's that. But I think that this is a House of Cards thing, right? So let's say that they decide that they're going to go after some guy that they have decided who went to the island and he's guilty and they have evidence and they're going to arrest him.
Yeah.
That one guy is going to sing.
No. I mean, I don't think he'll sing.
I mean, if there's some billionaire, he isn't going to go down without bringing everyone else down with him.
Yeah, he'll just die before he can sing.
Even worse.
So
even worse.
True. I guess it just adds to the conspiracy, but I don't.
That's the point. We're building the idea that this is a conspiracy.
Okay.
All we need is them to try to
see. I think
it's
I
lose-lose.
think Trump is easily the most in the lights and unstable of the crowd that we're aware of that went to the island and was friends with Epstein.
But could be, quote, less guilty.
True.
Still horrific, but like less guilty.
My claim here is,
but he's in control of the files as well. So
he is control of the files. However,
it will require so much maneuvering.
Clearly, the most unstable individual about this because of his ego.
I don't know.
Like,
I mean,
for Christ's sake, he almost named a bunch of people.
He did name people. Bill Clinton, the ex-president of Harvard, and hedge fund managers.
Okay,
he's literally naming people.
He was one more angry interview question away from like, all right,
here's who it is.
Actually, it's this guy, this guy, this guy. So my point being is I think Ghislaine Maxwell's still alive because she talked to whoever she needed to talk to, be like, I will be dead silent.
Well,
and they're keeping her alive. So I don't think that there will be anyone who will sing. I think they'll just try to sack some other random rich people who don't really matter, and they'll know better than to sing. Because I feel like if you've gone to the island or know those people, you know not to sing. Because to be clear, I think before all this came to light, more people have been killed because they were going to come out about it. I don't really know that, but I'm willing to bet that.
Yeah, but what happens when it's like several people? I mean, what happens if it is Bill Clinton and hedge fund managers?
Yeah, I think and
billionaires.
So here's the interesting thing. I think the only person who can reasonably achieve this, the result needed to put the pressure on Trump, is Bill Clinton, because he's an ex-president. And you can't just whack a president.
No.
It doesn't really work like that.
No.
But Trump is like unstable, like actively mentally unstable, and will just lash out. He's a toddler. So I'm saying, if you bang the war drums, Trump, you're hiding you and your predator friends. Mm-hmm. We know what you're going to do. We know it. We have videos. We keep posting the videos of him and Epstein. Keep putting it out there. Okay?
Keep demanding the release of files and names.
Let the Republicans post Bill Clinton. Let them. Let that be out there too. But let them, because they're already doing that on their own.
Fine.
So let them do it. Let them keep it happen.
Keep the attention there.
Keep the attention. So it keeps the attention on Epstein at all, which is already dangerous.
Yeah, any Epstein's fine.
Bang the drum of Trump, and eventually it's going to start to crack. Either you're going to start to get this leaky ass administration. I mean, the DOJ told him he's in the files. To what extent, we don't know. But that was a leak that we weren't supposed to know. Mm-hmm. I just don't believe that there'll be that many people in the Department of Justice or the FBI who are like, actually, I'm totally morally okay with like protecting the guy who I'm looking at a piece of paper, who I can see the evidence he's a pedophile.
Yeah.
I don't know if every agent's cool with that. A lot of them, I'm sure, but not all of them.
I was going to say, all it takes is one leak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the base will keep the pressure on them. They believe in the Epstein files.
Got it.
Who they believe is in it, I think, is different. But they're not going to ignore it because they want names out. So I think you have to get Trump to say someone he's not supposed to say, that they haven't made a deal with Maxwell.
I like it. What's the best messaging to attack Trump regarding this Epstein thing?
Is it using his base as leverage?
Well, understanding that we don't need to convince each other that Trump is a horrible person and predator. We don't need to convince other liberals of
I don't
that.
think you even need to convince Republicans. I don't think they give a shit.
We're trying to keep MAGA keeping the pressure.
I agree. MAGA has to keep the pressure.
So that's who we need to keep in mind.
I agree.
When we are working on our messaging. And we want to know what everybody thinks.
Yeah, what is...
And I'm spent.
The approach...
How do we go after him? How do we stay after him?
Yeah, because it's going to have to leak one way or another. In what route do you take it? Do you gun straight for Trump? Or do you strong arm and leverage his base into him weakening? Which is the route?
Weigh in.